Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do my November wrap up. It's only gonna be like a short video today. I'm not gonna do a TBR for December because we're already in December. This video is very late. I thought I was gonna do November and December together, but the December TBR is only gonna be released in January, so it's gonna be long, and I thought, now why don't I do it now when I have time? So I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna put it on for you guys so you guys can like enjoy this when you're in the holidays and you have nothing to do, or if you have like a quick few minutes to enjoy this video, you can go and do that as well. This is gonna be a quick video. I didn't read a lot. I was in a slump for November, as in October as well, as you guys would see in that video. I read one book in October, so I did better in November, but not as much. I also want to say thank you for Jonathan Ball Publishers for giving me this one book, and that is Things We Left Behind. This is one of the books I completed for November. I gave Things We Left Behind a 5 stars and The Smart was a 2. This follows Lucian and it follows Sloane and their love story, and I really ended up enjoying this. This is the third book in this Knockamound series, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was the best book in the whole series for me personally, because I really do love Knox and Naomi, but like for me this was the best book leading up to the cookie crumbs. You know, like in the first book you see this couple and how they interact with each other, and in book 2 you also see like the cookie crumbs, and then you were waiting and anticipating like this last book, and just it was just like the cookie crumbs a little, and then at the last bit, you know, you get this book and it was just like, it was really good. I enjoyed everything, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys that didn't read it yet. I know my friend Jody is just starting the first book now, so I know the hype is like maybe done now, but like guys, if you haven't read this series, like I know a lot of people say maybe it's too hyped or whatever, but I know I love the series because it's quick, it's fast paced, and I wasn't tired of the series. A lot of series, like, it tires me out because like it's very slow and stuff. Like most series are slow, but in this book Lucy Score writes so good that I never felt bored. Like I get bored really easily. I don't know, it's just me, it's my preference, I don't know. But I get bored really easily, and in her books I was never bored. Like I was never bored, so I really did enjoy her books. So the first book I did enjoy. The second book, it wasn't that enjoyable for me because I wasn't excited for that book as much, but I did enjoy it. But this book was just like, it was the great cookie crumb book, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Without spoiling anything, I need to tell you guys I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Okay, so go give this one a try. And then the next one I read was Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Now this follows Anastasia and Nate, and he is like a hockey player and she's an ice skater. And now what happens in this book was like they were like, without spoiling anything, they were like rivals, not really rivals, but rivals for the ice skating ring. And then a lot of things happened, and then they have to work together, and he's gonna be her partner, and they're gonna go from there, and just they have this like really great relationship, and I enjoyed everything. It was good. It wasn't as great as some of the other books that I have read, the hockey romances or the ice type of romances. Like I have read From Look Up With Love, and if you're looking for an ice type of hockey romance, I would definitely recommend that one, even though that one is slow burn. But this one wasn't as great as From Look Up With Love. If you know what I'm comparing it to, you would know what I'm saying. But it was still great. It's still a good book. I gave this one a 4 stars, and the smart was a 1.5, meaning it starts from 40% in, if I can remember. Meaning there were some explicit scenes, but the acts were from like I think 50% in, but there were like some mentions and stuff like that. So yeah, it is descriptive in this book. Just be aware of that. It isn't for young kids and teenagers. Please be aware of that. This is an adult book, I would just say that. And this one is, well, all of the books are romance adult books. Like, guys, please, come on. We're not kids here. I think all of the books that says romance, you have to expect from now on, you know, I haven't really gotten any like recommendations or books that doesn't have any smut in it, and that's kind of like disappointing. I know a lot of books now has a lot of smut in it. I'm not against it. I know it's like the hype now for books or stuff like that, but you don't get more closed door books anymore. I think there's a few authors that do write closed door romances, but you don't get them often. Like, I'm saying you don't get them often, but like I'm just saying, like, based on my bookshelves, you can see there isn't like, I don't think any of my books are closed door. I'm not sure, but yeah. You don't find them, and if you do find them, you're really lucky. I know my friend Jodie isn't a fan of like open door, and she usually skips the smut. I also do that in some books. I do that if it gets too much. I do that. I do skip the smut. And then some books, the smut isn't that bad. Like, if I see the smut starts at 50%, I'm just like, okay, that's fine. But if it starts like 20% in, I'm just like, okay, that's a bit much. We know the whole book is going to be mostly about smut. And then it turns down. The whole book's rating just turns down. It's like it's going to dive. I think one of my earlier videos, you guys can go back. I'm not sure which one it was. There was a book with just like, it was just pure scenes that was just like going on about that, and I rated that like 1 or something, because it just wasn't interesting. I wanted a storyline, so it's not very fun to read those type of books for me. I wanted a storyline and I didn't get it, so that was sad. Yeah. So the next book is an alien romance, so I had to wash my palette a bit and just like read something fun. So the next book is Drix. I'm hoping I'm saying that correct. So Drix and Marcella is like the couple in this book. Now what happens in this book, it's like almost like a hunting game, or it's like a ritual, and these males have to, like, the females were kidnapped from their home planets and brought to this planet, and now they are gonna have to, like, the men is gonna have to like hunt for the females, and if the females get to this one tree, they can gain their freedom. But if the males catch them and the male takes them to the tree, it is like the male gets the female and can do with them what they want, you know. It's almost like a slave contract or something like that. So it's very important that the females can know what to do and stuff like that, and the females also get like I think it's a day or something, lead what they can like go and what they get to lead and run away to the tree or something. And what they didn't know was that Drix kind can see in the night. So when they started the hunting, while the females rested in the night, the males were actually hunting them because they can see. They have like night vision, which is like so cool. So when they were actually resting, the males were hunting them, and that was just like so good. But anyway, Marcella did change Drix's mind, because like Drix was like very against the females not being slaves in the beginning, and I also saw like the changes that happened in him while reading this book, and it was like so good. The cookie crumbs, it was just like, it was so good. Like, while he was trying and hunting her, he was like, there was a lot of things that happened, and she had to carry another female, because there was like things that happened. I'm not gonna spoil that, but she had to carry another female as well, and he told her, but she needs to do that in order for him to help her. And she said okay, she'll do that, and she did do that, and he thought she wouldn't be able to, when well she did, and she did try to gain her freedom, and at the end she did fail. But when they got to the tree, he gave her his I don't want to spoil that. So yeah, at the end of the tree he made a decision, and at the end I was very happy because he made the decision of a lifetime, and she was happy with it, and she chose him. So I was just like, that was so sweet. And a lot of other males followed in his example, and another few didn't, which I was sad about, and there was a lot of suffering and stuff. But yeah, I was very happy and excited about that. But yeah, it was really good, and I enjoyed everything about this book. It was really great. I did really like the thing about how he helped her, how he was surprised by her, and yeah, it was just a fun, easy cleansing my palette read, and I was excited to read this book. So that is all for my November TBR. I also rated this one a 4 and the smut was a 2. So this is all for my November TBR. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys like and subscribe. I hope you guys come back for the other videos that I'm gonna post. The videos is gonna be like quick set. The videos are gonna be like posted, I think, in like this week, or like now back to back, because I want to post a lot of videos this week or next week. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of videos going up in this week or next week or so that all my videos can go up as soon as I get them edited. So I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, and yeah, I hope these recommendations to you guys to add to your TBRs and you enjoyed it. So yeah, until next, bye bye.